today. Yes, Christi Friesen in my workshop. And if y'all don't know who Christi is, she's world famous.
Well.
She is world famous polymer clay princess. And she has come so graciously from California
thank you.
to teach a load of us ladies this weekend on how to do it right.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Because I got I got a lot of proof that I've been doing it wrong for a long time. But you know what? There's really no right or wrong, is there?
There isn't. If you're having fun and it looks interesting at the end of the day, then that's all that matters. And you know, even if it doesn't look that interesting, what did you pull out of it for the next piece? It's all good.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, Christi, tell them about yourself. Tell them how you got started doing polymer clay
of all things. That's exactly right.
Tell them people about it.
We were talking about that a little on the way home over from the airport, and just where our beginnings are and what's happening with all that stuff. But I got started. I was telling Brenda Sue really young, actually, not in polymer clay, but in clay. And I was 8 when my dad brought home all the stuff: kiln, clays, glazes, the whole shebang. He was a collector of art stuff, which worked well for me. Because the collecting part he liked, the using it I liked, and he had no problem with me messing up all of the supplies. Yeah, I was really lucky. So, I mean, it was all kinds of stuff. We did a lot of things. But the clay, I was so excited. I remember this vividly. I'm 8 years old, and Dad's telling us we got this stuff. And, of course, it takes a day or two to set up the kiln and all that stuff. So I'm at school, and I'm like, I can't wait to get home. I can play with some clay. So then I get home, and I've got this clay in front of me, and this little kid, and I'm like, what do I do now? What do I do? So I remember being devastated at the end of this day because I was so excited to come home and play. But when I got there, besides making a lump or an ashtray, I had no clue. So that made me, from that moment on, our snake thing, right?
Or Gumby.
Or Gumby. I wish I could have done Gumby.
Dawn is over there.
We have our side person to make sure we have all the right details in here. Yeah, baby. But at that point, I started keeping like little sketchbooks, so that anytime I saw something fun, I would scribble it down, so that I would never have that moment where I was sitting in front of my potential creativity zone and not have anything to do. So that kind of helped,
I've been telling you guys, journaling.
Journal, baby.
Journaling.
Even if you just do stick figures, or if you cut things out of a magazine, or start one on your computer where you're putting in files.
Pinterest.
Like maybe Pinterest, perhaps. Start yourself a Pinterest board or whatever of ideas, things that you want to think about. So, that's where I started with that. And then I loved the clay. Yeah. And then ever since then, clayed it up. I've been playing with clay ever since. So we've got a package coming. I think it's cake for me.
Cake?
No, probably not.
I don't know what I'm getting FedEx, but we will find out.
We will. It'll be fun.
Thank you.
But yeah, so I've done clay when I was a kid and all the way into my teens and stuff, and then went off and did other things. And then later in life, as I was doing other types of art, wanted to come back to the clay. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll get back my kiln, blah, 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 and banged into somebody else at that time who was doing polymer. And they said, well, have you ever tried this stuff? And I'm like, yeah, what? And brought it home, started playing, and that's all it took, baby.
Is history.
Yep.
Literally.
Yeah,
and to show you history, now I don't think Javi can really zoom in on this, but you guys, I've shown this big wonky cuff in other videos. In fact, my first video I ever did, Favorite Things, with Andrea.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yep.
We showed this cuff because it is one of my favorite things. And Christi
it's got such wonderful things included in it, which is one reason I love polymer as well.
You can see the Friesen influence. I do. Even though it's not Christi's work, but you can see the influence in it.
It's always so flattering to me to know that you might help somebody on their creative journey.
And it turns out, when we were talking about it last night, it must have been when you just first hit print.
I think so.
That I saw, and and I felt so validated. Like, I can do polymer clay. It's going to be great,
It's easy, and I think Brenda Sue, this is a great example of like how versatile clay is, because as you guys know, Brenda Sue is the queen of finding things and putting them into other things to make a brand new thing. And polymer is so great with that. But you see, she's got costume jewelry in here, she's got findings, she's got little jewels. Polymer is just amazing for that kind of stuff. So
yeah, and you can make it look like metal if you want.
Oh yeah, metal. You can make it look like leather, like stone, see-through. They're doing a lot of things where it's very glass-like. It's just a very versatile medium. So easy, so inexpensive, very forgiving. It's kind of like the secret awesomeness that if everybody in the universe knew how great this medium was, that there'd be an awful lot more people just doing it nonstop. So we're working on that, one person at a time.
Yeah, and she's working on it big time. She's flying all over the world all the time. You were in Malta.
Been in Malta, yes, yeah.
Where all have you been this year so far, Christi?
Oh my goodness, wow. This year has got like so many interesting events. I'm actually doing a world tour this year that you can follow online.
Yeah, so
and you can like get your passport and come along with me. It's a downloadable thing. And so this year will encompass Australia, Japan, Europe, Malta. I went, and I'm back to Europe, going to the UK, London, Paris, Ireland, you know, places like that.
Ooh,
so
Ireland.
And then some good stuff I know. Oh, this place I go to in Ireland is amazing. You'd love it. Just gorgeous off in the west coast, and it's wild and hillsides and the beaches, and also good pickings for found objects.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of castles floating around, and there's little stores with fun things in it.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, sheep's wool is just dangling from all the fences if you're into felting of any kind. So it's just, yeah, it's kind of a cool place. So come on with me.
Lindsay Alford, if you're listening, Christi's coming that way. Go see Christi.
It is exciting for me in this stage of my life to be sharing what I do with people everywhere. And we were talking about this in the car too, but you'd think, like, I've been to a place like Serbia, and you'd think when you go to Serbia that this is going to be very different, and you know, I've culture shock. When you get in that room with the dozen or more people that are doing clay, for a moment there, you don't even remember where you are. I could be in Ohio or California or Serbia, because we're all clay women, and we're focused on what we're doing, and it's the same vibe. Yep, same vibe. Yeah.
Well, we're just so thrilled to have Christi. I'm so thrilled to have her here with me.
You've made me very
in my little
comfortable
space.
Yeah. Isn't this a great space?
And we
I just love
we
this.
like it. We like
It's
it.
awesome.
We feel blessed with it,
Yeah.
you know. But we're going to be having an awesome weekend this weekend. We hope it's the
Keep
first
an eye on
event
Facebook.
of many. Yes, we'll have a lot of pictures. So today is May 16th, 2014, because I know a lot of people find me down along the road or whatever.
Right.
So
So
you'll
don't be
know
coming
that-
up today that you watch this,
Yeah.
because this might be long gone.
You know, yeah, so it's 2014, May 16th, and who knows, maybe another year Christi will be back to
Well,
see
she's
us.
given me all kinds of chocolate and things so far, so that's a really good incentive for me to come back.
But we've been talking about you coming for a couple of years, I think, ever since Swelligan hit the dirt.
Oh, yeah. And we'll be playing with that, too. So if you don't know what Swelligan is, Brenda Sue has made some amazing videos on how to use it. So
I don't know if they're amazing, but they function, and you can learn how.
Yeah.
And I'm going to learn from her Saturday night, so... Anyway, we're so delighted to have Christi here, and you all have a wonderful creative day, and we're going to go flying off into our creative day, and there will be lots of things to see. I'm going to have tons of pictures, videos, snips, things for Javi to edit. We're going to keep Javi just hopping. She had to get up early today to come shoot this video.
And yeah, there'll be show and tell, I'm sure, afterwards, of the things that you've created.
Oh,
over the
yeah,
weekend.
well, I hope I have something
You will.
show worthy, but anyway, I feel enabled, so
Thank
it's all
you.
good. So we'll
Great.
see you guys. And go
claying.
see Christi at her. Tell them your website is.
Oh, it's ChristiFriesen.com. You know, you can't miss me. I'm everywhere.
BaseRootBoutiques.com.
Absolutely.
And we work hand in glove. So
Absolutely, babes.
have fun at both of them. See you
Happy
around.
creating.
Bye bye.